Hello, how are you? Happy Monday. As you're jumping on, welcome. My name is Barb, and I'm excited to have you here with me tonight. I have 4 projects that I'll be sharing. Actually, I have 5, but 4 are the ones that will be in your card kit. So welcome, and come on and join me. I'm just making sure that everything is coming up correctly here. I see there's a few of you on here, but I'm not getting comments. I don't know. I think this happened last time. So Facebook always changes things, so it's always fun. Give me a comment if you're on here. Let me know that you're here. And maybe I have to, there's a new drop down is what it is. And so I am trying to figure it out. But welcome as you're coming. Let me just see here. Okay, I don't need that. Oh my goodness. I see quite a few of you here, but I'm not seeing any comments. So I hope that you guys will give me a shout and let me know that you're here. Well, let's see here. Crazy. Don't know. So I'm going to do a quick comment to make sure that I can post on here. And I hope that I will start seeing the comments come up. I don't know why they're not coming up for me here. So I appreciate your patience and am thankful that you guys are here. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see your comments tonight. So that's a big bummer. Quite a few of you are here, so hopefully the comments will start popping in. And you know, I was just on here on Thursday and at first I couldn't see comments. And I can't do a refresh because then I'll pop off and you guys will be gone. So I am just going to go ahead and get started, and hopefully the comments will be there when I go back after the video. Let me see here. Okay. Well, thank you for being here, like I said. I am going to go ahead and turn the camera down. We will get started. Part of what I love is being able to interact with your comments, and I'm not really sure why I cannot see them popping up like normal. Crazy stuff. Let me see. There might be one other new. So I can tell you this, that we've had some demonstrators have been having some real problems with Facebook, saying that they couldn't even get on to even see comments or anything. So let me see. I'm going to try one more thing here before I turn you down. See if I can find if it's in a different spot. I don't know what to think. Anyway, goodness, you guys. Let's see here. No pages to cross. Let me see what that does. I don't know. I can't see any comments. Well, so tonight will be a little different. It's going to be where I can't see any comments. So please talk. Give me your questions. I am trusting they'll be there afterwards. Otherwise, I can go off and come back on. I just don't know that it's going to be any different. So, oh, there is one comment. Must be 100. Okay. Hi, Debbie. I see one person commented for me. Okay. All right. At least I can see some comments now. And you're, I don't know what the 100 character thing. Like I said, Facebook can be kind of finicky. And so tonight, I see we're just going to get started. Okay. Well, every first Monday of the month, I come on and I share a class with you. And what this class does, I try to teach you some techniques, give you some tips, give you some information about stamping. Also, these projects are projects that they are the kits that you will get. Excuse me. And let's see here. There'll be projects that you're going to get, kits that you can put together using the stamp sets that you have, or if you love what you see, you can get these stamps also. If you purchase 30, you get the projects. If you go to 50 or more, then you will get the projects and a free embellishment to go with it. So I am going to look at one more thing. Comments must have followed you. It's just crazy. I don't know. So what we're going to do here, the first thing I want to share is that I have an extra special for the month of June. And what that means, and it's okay, Deb, it's because of the way these things are going on. Hi, Carol. I see more of you jumping on. Thank you. Now it looks like it could have been really super slow in getting comments. I'm seeing the comments coming in right now. Forget about the 100-character thing. I don't know what that is. We are just going to get busy. And you can see what's going on. So if you're watching this as a replay, we had a little trouble at the beginning, but now I'm seeing the comments go through. Like I said, Facebook is free for me to bring these things to you, but when something is free, lots of times you get glitches that happen, and a lot of people have been having weirdness lately. So you guys are here. I see quite a few of you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I need to turn you down. I am going to, let's see, we're going to go to both cameras so you can see me. One of the things that I wanted to share is about our new card kits that you can purchase only online. And you can get those at my website, barbwriter.stampinup.net. Let's see here, if I go to with the host code. So here is the host code for the month, and there's my website. Hi Kim, hi Linda, hi Margaret. I see you guys all jumping on now. Thank you for commenting. I'm glad that I'm able to see your comments. I was really sad at the beginning because no comments were coming through, and I was afraid I wouldn't get to chat with you tonight and see your notes. So, host code, what I'm talking about here is you have to go to my website. That's the reason I went back on to this screen. But if you go to my website, right there, and you click Shop Now, and you can there is a banner that says Kits, and you can see all the different kits. One of those kits I'm going to be giving away for any orders placed with me for the month of June. You're going to be put into a drawing, and someone will win this kit, okay? So now I'm going to turn you down, and I'm going to show you the kit. And this is called Kerchief Kit, and this is one that's not open, but you get dimensionals, the twine and everything. Now I do have one open, so I wanted to share that with you. And we're going to make this card. But you get all this, and this card's already made. Let me show you this one. See that? It's so pretty. And the envelope has color liners, which is really nice. Thank you for sharing, ladies. I appreciate that. We're going to make this card. I'm going to show you how fast and easy it is. But all of this stuff comes in here. All the envelopes. You have all of these pieces that pop out. You've got these awesome foil, gold foil, and then you have 8 cards with envelopes in this kit. So that'll be a drawing. This particular kit can be purchased for $12, you guys. Can you believe that? $12 for that full kit. And then we have some other ones I'm going to grab over here. These kits, they come in this cool box when you get them straight from Stampin' Up. Welcome if you're just joining. I'm so thankful that you're here. And we've got 4 projects I'm going to show you here in just a second. I'm talking about our kits. So if you like something fast and easy, these are fabulous. This is $19 and it's really cute. It's got these cute little boots, all kinds of good stuff. Now when you buy the $19, you get a block and you also get a stamping spot and you get a stamp set. All right. This comes with a stamp set. That's the ones that are $19. The ones that are $12, there's no stamping. Unless you want to turn over the already pre-stamped little pieces that are in here like this and stamp your own sentiment. But I want to show you how fast and easy these little kits are. So if you need a fast card, this is a great thing. And I'm just sharing this with you. This will not be one of your free items this month, but you will go in the drawing to get the whole kit for this project. So you have this beautiful card, which is Coastal Cabana and some pretty blue pool party. And then you have this gold vellum piece that is in here. See that gold? And so that's going to go right here. Here's the other cool thing. You have all the instructions that are colored. And we're going to get to our other projects here in just a second. But here it tells you exactly what you need to do. So I'm just going to put this together really quick. I'm going to lay this right here. I have all my pieces here. Like I said, there's no stamping, but somewhere there's my piece. But we're just going to put this together. So this goes this, oops, just dropped my linen thread. Oh my goodness. My sleeves are hitting everything and dropping my stuff. There we go. That's the trouble when you have these sleeves that are kind of poofy. And it's chilly down in my craft area where I'm recording. And so usually, even though it's 90 outside, got to wear long sleeves. I get chilly down here. Will I do your nails every week, Linda? I can if you want to come over. If you bring me some of that homemade applesauce. How about a trade? That sounds good, right? Okay, grab my seal. So the Stamp and Seal is a double stick adhesive, and you don't even need this. There are dimensionals and glue dots that you can use. But for time, I am just going to go ahead and put some adhesive down here because that is where some of the blue is going to go. So to stick this down with vellum, I don't want it to show. So that's going to go there. And then again, here we're just looking at this right here. The next thing that's going to go down is the blue oval that comes in the kit. And that's going to be flat. And that's just going to go kind of right here on the corner. Okay. And then just look, I mean, I could read the directions, but I'm going to look at the picture and do. Hey, Taryn, thanks for sharing. Thank you for jumping in and just letting me know that you're here. So this little kit is what you can get for free if you place an order with me this month in June. Now, this does show that there is a bow on this, and so I just doubled it because I want it to be a little bit thicker than it shows. All right, I get confused because I've got which loop is the loop I need. Okay, this is, oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to undo this because what I have to do when I double this is I have to cut it in half first because I get so confused when I have that extra little connection there. Okay, so here we go, guys. All right. But this is a super pretty kit, and but it's one that, you know, I'm going to use my dimensionals that I already have open, but in the kit you get not dimensionals, you get mini glue dots, and that's what goes here very easily. You know what? I'm gonna change up my look from what's in the picture here. We're gonna do my own thing, and that's the fun part. You can do your own thing. You don't have to do it just like the instructions show. You can put your own twist on it. Hi, Deborah. Thanks for joining. Okay, so in this little kit here, these little foil pieces. I'm going to put one like right here. Oh, I need some to come up a little higher with my sticky on the back. So I'm going to put a gold one here. I'm going to take another gold. This is one of the fun little pieces in there. And this gold really pops on the vellum that I have already put down. Oh, I pulled that right off, didn't I? So, there. Oh, okay, there. We're going to connect it this time. There. I wasn't sticking it on the sticky. All right, and then it does show that this is added. So let me just add that right here. I'm going to add the greenery just so it's got some green behind there. Let's pop that up a little bit higher right there. Okay, now I've got all these little pieces on here like this. So now I'm going to take my dimensionals and just pop that on the front. And put one here and here and here. So these kits, like I said, this particular kit is a $12 kit. Okay, so I want to put that like right there. Beautiful. That navy pops out just enough to show on the outside. And then here is your sentiment. There's no stamping with this kit. So if you want to stamp, turn it over, put your sentiment on the white. You can stamp that. But for this one, I am just going to use what they have. This would be a great kit to do with someone that's never done any stamping. If you are a seasoned stamper and you have some friends you want to get together, that's the purpose of these kits. Everybody can choose what they want. They have their own instructions and everything. You can get together and have a fabulous stamping time. Let's see, I think I am going to come right up here with this and make mine different than what the instructions. So here is the sample. There is the sample that they show you how to make. Here's what I did. I just did it a little bit different. So there is that card, and then here is the other one in the kit. So you can get one of those kits free. You go in a drawing if you order from me this month. So let's get to the cards that I am going to be sending to you, the card kits. You have to have the stamps and the ink, and then the adhesive, your basic stamper kit. But I can help you with all that if you need those items. Each month I have a new project. So the first project we are going to do is I promised that I would share how to do the baby wipe technique, okay? So I'm going to show you one way that you can do it. There's lots of different ways you can use this. Now I'm going to use my Stamp and Scrub. I don't know how many of you have the Stamp and Scrub. So many of us have switched to Fast and Easy with the chamois. So what I'm going to do is use my Stamp and Scrub. I thought I'd show everybody how this is. But it's a little bit bigger. Mine are older and the new ones are wider. But these two pieces right here are kind of fuzzy and they can pop in and out. All right. So over here, I'm going to take this and take my bone folder and I'm going to go on the corner and I'm just going to pop this right out. And what you do is you run this under the water with warm water until you have clear water, and then you have cleaned this. And then you just dry it and pop it right back in here under the little tabs. See these little tabs right there? There's that. But I'm taking this out purposely right now because we're going to use this side to do this technique. Alrighty. And so what you're going to need, of course, are baby wipes. So let me grab a few of those. And you can get any kind of baby wipes. These are just Meyer brand cheap. They are fragrance free, so whatever you choose to get. And I am going to take this and I'm going to actually fold it in half and then fold it again and lay it here. Now, if you don't have the Stamp and Scrub, you guys, all you need, you can even do it on a paper plate, whatever. But I'm going to put it right here. Another good tip is you could also use your silicone mat and then put that on there and it works too. You're going to need whatever colors you're going to be working with. We're going to use some of the in colors. We're going to use the Fresh Freesia. And so what I'm going to do is basically just put a bunch of dots of the Freesia down. okay? Just like this. And then we are also going to be using the polished pink. And so what I'm going to do is try to put this pink in areas where there's have the, you know, the rest of the baby white, kind of to fill in there, okay? And the space that you need depends on how big the stamp is that you're going to be using. I think I'm going to come back in here with a little more of that freesia right in there. And yeah. Okay, so we are going to use the stamp set, Color and Contour. I haven't really stamped much with this one yet, so we are going to use this one. And as you're coming on, let me know that you're here. Hi, Shar. This stamp set comes as a bundle, and it has some beautiful dies. These are the dies. You can do a nice little scallop edge, and you can also use the rectangle, beautiful detailed dies here. And then here is your set. Okay, we're going to use this flower right here. So we're going to do the baby wipe technique. Let me move this over here. Actually, I'm going to put that right there. Bring in my scrap paper and pull out. Now, so when you get your kit, you're waiting for your set, Kim. I saw that you had an order there. Good. This is a great set. You're going to get an envelope. I'm going to use polished pink. You will get either polished pink or freesia ribbon. I have a piece of basic black, and then I've cut out the smallest die. See, that's going to go on there. And this piece, I believe, is the 4 1/4. Three and three. This is 3 3/4 by 5, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. And the base of the card is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. Okay, so those are the pieces we're using. So let's go ahead. We're going to start out with the white. This is the solid piece. Now I want to share something. Let me see if I can get it. In this stamp, there's a little double loop. That's going to be important because to line up my other little image on the side. So I learned that tip from another demonstrator, which was awesome. So all I'm doing, I'm pushing this down into the baby wipe, and then I'm going to stamp. And you get this tie-dye look. Okay, now you can clean it every time, but if you kind of go in the same spot, you're good. Let's do that. Oh, this is turning out great. Just like that. So, and you're going to have more color the more you put that down. So let's go ahead and pull one more over here. See, that one's a little lighter. And let's see if we can just do that up there. Okay, that's what we have. All right. And then how do you clean? You take your spray. If you've never used one of the Stamp and Scrub before, you spray your mist. You have to have the Stamp and Mist. Spray that on, and then you take your stamp, and then you just rub it into the wet. And then the other piece that's on the other side, I just dry it off. Okay, so normally it would be right here. I'm just using this as the tie-dye. Now before I go on, we are going to use the little speckle. We're going to put some speckles on in the in-between here. I'm getting out of focus there. So I'm just going to stamp that down into my ink, and we are going to put some speckles. Oh, see, that's pretty wet. I squished down too hard and got too much of the liquid from the baby wipe. All right. This is really cool looking in person. Let me see if I can bring it up and get you. See how there are blotches? You know, and if you like to splatter things, this is a really cool technique also. All right, so there we are. That is one way of using the baby wipe technique. So we're all done with that. And I am going to actually take this and throw it away. So I don't make a mess everywhere. Okay, so we've got that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in the Memento Black. Now, of course, you can use, I just wanted to share this technique because when I do an in-home class, I like to share techniques. I like to share basic things. I want you to learn something new every time that I show you or come before you and share items. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what you can do with the baby wipes, a baby wipe technique. Now, there is another, this is two-step, and so there is an outline stamp that goes with this. And I am just going to take my black, and I'm going to look for the little double, there's the little double guy. And I'm going to look for that double image here, which is right there. And I am going to stamp that down. And then it really kind of overlays on your color. So let's see here. Just like that. Now another tip I'm going to use, or another product that I'm going to use is the, oh goodness, the blender pen. I'm going to use that in here in just a second and show you something fun you can do. And this is really very forgiving, so if you don't get it right on the little double piece, it's not a big deal. You can, it's going to look beautiful no matter what you do. Okay? Okay, and then I've got these little guys here. And then over here, that goes this way, I think. There we go. Just like that. All right, so I'm done with the Memento black, and I've got my, the black really looks dark right now, but it's not when you see it in person. When I look on the screen, when I look on the screen, it looks really black. But when you pull it up close, you can really see your color in there, okay? Now, the tip I was going to tell you about is, I shouldn't have thrown my baby wipe away because I did use that for this, this part that I'm gonna show you, which I had said we were done, but we are not. You could always use it with the ink pad if you have an ink pad. So blender pens come in a package of 3, and basically they can be kind of like a little bit like a marker. No problem, Jackie. Homework can't wait for school. Oh yeah, school's almost done. It's almost done. All right, so here's what I'm doing. We're going to take the blender pen. I'm going to pull some of that ink out of there, and I am just going to color in the center. Okay? I am going to color in the centers, and if it's not dark enough, one thing you can do, because you have the re-inkers, is you could take the re-inker, and you can actually, I'm going to go with this block, you can put a dab, just enough to, because it doesn't take much. Doesn't take much at all. You can take that re-inker, put that on your block, and then just pick up that color and look at the difference. So it makes a big difference if you use the baby wipe to color with like this, or you use the re-inker. And I'm just coloring in the centers because when you stamp the white, it comes out, it stays that solid color. Okay, there you go. So now we have some solid color in the inside of our flowers, and to get this out, you just rub it until it goes clear. This is the only thing about when you use the re-inkers and your blender pens. It takes a little bit. I mean, it's really gets into that little area. So, and I always want to make sure that I clean this before I put the lid on it, because then the next time I go to use it, I know that it's clean. Now see how that's coming out clear? That's how you know it's clean, okay? All right, blender pen, there's that. And so we have this part done. The next thing we're going to do is grab the black again. And I chose the word in the set that says, "You're absolutely amazing." It fits very nice on this nice little white piece right here. So let's ink that up in black. And that fits right there. Just like that. And let me see if I can clean this really quick. so I'm not getting everything everywhere. Okay, there's that. So let's take this out of the way. The next thing we're going to do is that speckle. And I don't know if I have, did I clean that? I think I did. Okay, well, you could take the speckle and put that around. You could take all kinds of things and do that. But I'm going to show you where I added a little more on here. So let's get our adhesive. This is the hardest card tonight that I'm sharing with you, only because it's a new technique, and I was just sharing with you on that one. I think I'm going to see, I don't know if I have my polished pink here. I don't know. We're going to try one more thing. I'm going to put this back here. We're going to take some speckles. Before I put this down, we are going to go ahead and we are going to pull some more color out of that baby white, because I want this to kind of coordinate. So I'm going to do that. So I have a few speckles there. Alright, so there's that. Now let's go ahead, since I put the adhesive on there, we're going to put this on the black. Now I don't know if I told you what the size of the black was. And so this will be 2 and 5/8 by 1 and 3/8. Okay, and it'll be in the tutorial that you get. You always get a color tutorial. Your internet keeps skipping. I'm sorry. I haven't seen, it looks like everything is working on my end. I don't see any pauses here. So let me go ahead and put a little more adhesive on this. And we're going to put this down. And I'm just centering that into the black so that this beautiful die cut really pops on there. Nice. Okay, now remember I said I was going to do one more thing. I am going to take that blender pen. I'm going to grab a little bit of that color off of the block that I put in earlier, and I am going to just underline absolutely. Just put that right there so it kind of really emphasizes absolutely with that blender pen. I did it with that. Now, could you do that with markers? You sure could. But because I have the ink already out, it's just another way you can use your inks and use the stuff that you already have going on. All right. I definitely am done with that. Okay. Let me get this. Again, as long as your scrub is wet, you don't have to spray it every time, the Stampin' Scrub. So all I'm doing is rubbing it onto the black to clean. And I think I did that already. And then one more. And there we go. So that is done. And there's that. Now we're ready to put things together. So let's move this out of the way. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our beautiful colors here. See them up close? It's really pretty up close. It's hard to tell, I think. It's always hard to tell on screen. I always say that, don't I, you guys, if you watch me very often. So if you're new here, let me know. I recognize a lot of your names. Oh, hi, Elaine. I see you just popped on. Let's see here. So, do I want it down? Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to put it on this way. And so this is about 1/4 of an inch all the way around on this one. We're going to put that down. We're going to, before we put this down, the reason with your ribbon, you might have seen me do this technique before, but I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive here. And I'm just going to make a Z-fold behind and go like this. And then we have a loop-de-loop. And then you bring your loop up again, and then you bring this down. So it's kind of like a Z. Let me bring this over. And the cool part is that because you have the adhesive behind, you can adjust your ribbons. But there you go. That matches really well. So let's grab some dimensionals. And we're going to pop this up. All right. I'm going to put one on the ribbons too, just like that, so it holds it. Okay. I'm curious, since you guys are with me most of the time on my other lives, how many of you have this set? But look at how this ribbon just really accentuates this card. Isn't it gorgeous? It just really adds that little extra to it. And then this will go on to the front. And you know, you'll notice that a lot of times I don't stamp the inside of my card because so many times when I have cards done, oh good Susan, you have the bundle. I know, it's so many great, I have a lot of samples. I have a lot of samples with this set. And I will have them out. Actually, I posted today. I know some of you aren't local, so you won't be able to come. But I'm having like a new, my catalog kickoff along with my BOGO sale for June 26th. So lots of fun things will be available to see. And I might even do a little live clip that day for fun. But there you go. Now, could you add more stuff? Absolutely. Add some bling in here. You can color in the stamp, the images with some Wink of Stella. But that's your first card, okay? Now, I used a couple other colors. I used, I just as a sample, you know, just to practice before I wanted to do the live. And this is using Flirty Flamingo and Poppy Parade. And I haven't put it in a card or anything, but it's really pretty together. Look at those colors. So can you imagine the combinations you could come up with? It would be amazing. And using all kinds of stamps. So awesome. Glad that you like the technique. Fabulous. So this was my first, this is the first one, and my Absolutely color came out a little darker. But this is a little bit lighter than the one that I did. So anyway, there's our first card. So let me grab these things and get our second project. Now again, if you're just tuning in, thank you for watching. And I am on the second card. Let's see, which one do I want to do? Let's do, I have a masculine card, okay? Now, this is a set that we had, it's in the new catalog, but it carried over from previously. And we're going to use Tasteful Touches, okay? This is a nice, nice set. This set also comes with some dies. And there you go. They don't have them of the shape of the flower or the feather that's in the front, but these are so nice for sentiments. So that's Tasteful Touches. All right. Okay, let me just grab the things that we need and get them here in front of me over my inks. So we are going to use Evening Evergreen, Soft Suede, and Misty Moonlight. Those are the three colors that we're going to be using. And let's see, we are going to use some of the new ribbon. So here's all the parts and pieces. The new ribbon is the Evening Evergreen, and this is so, it's soft, but it's a heavier ribbon, and it doesn't look to me as frilly or feminine. So this is a great for this card, okay? All right, so that's our inks. I'm going to put those up there and put those aside. Now, the pieces that we have, again, let me grab my scrap here. So what you have is this piece is, let's see here, 3.5, is that right? 1, 2, 3.5, 3.5 by 5, and then I have taken 5.5, this is 5.5, this is for your inside, that's what this piece is for. These are for the front. So the first piece is actually 1.5 by 5.5, this one is 3/4 by 5.5, and this piece is 1 inch by 5.5. That's the pieces of paper, and then you're going to get this die cut that you can stamp your sentiment on. So we'll just stamp the sentiment right now, and I'm going to put that aside. That is going to be stamped in the Evening Evergreen. And just curious, how many of you have trouble with the newer pads? If you do, one of the tips that I can tell you is if you have some chapstick, you can take some chapstick and open this up, get it open, and just rub it on the inside right here, and it will really help the sliding, opening and closing your ink pad. I hope that's a tip that will help you. So the saying that I'm going to use is called Just Saying Hello. So we are going to ink this up in the Evening Evergreen, and that's going to fit right on this die cut piece, just like that. And I am going to grab my, just because it's easier that I can pop it open and closed, my chamois. But again, you just rub it and then it's clean and ready to go. So there's that. And then we're going to keep the evergreen out because you are going to use that to stamp the feathers on your largest piece, which is 1.5 inches. Okay? You're going to give it a try? Awesome. So we have the feather, and this is like a distinctive stamp. It's so awesome, you guys. So I'm going to just stamp the feather different ways on this piece to fill it in. And it's so pretty. The distinctive meaning that it looks realistic. That's what the distinctive does. And then let's come back over this way like that. And maybe right here in the tip. And I need a little one down there. Okay? So let me lift that up so you can see the detail in that feather stamp. So there's the 1.5 inch piece. Okay? So we're done with the evergreens. I'm going to close that up. And then let's use the Misty Moonlight. And that's going to be for your 1 inch piece. Well, I guess you could do it however you want. But if you want to follow me exactly, you get ink on your fingers opening the stamps. I know, another tip on opening these stamps. I'm going to close this and show you. Here is a tip. I don't know if you've seen anybody, but if you have this, the strength in your thumbs, I know a lot of us might not, but you can take this and you can push down and kind of push forward, or just push really hard and see. I don't have the strength in my thumbs today, but let me see if the evergreen will pop open. See, did you hear it? And see, it popped open. My Moonlight just doesn't want to. Well, and you know why? I don't know why. Anyway, it's not doing it. But that's another tip of how you can open them. All right, so we need to take the little sprig, and we're going to stamp that onto the 1 inch piece. All right, so you just want to kind of leave a little bit of white, but you definitely want to kind of fill this in, making sure that you don't have tons of white left open here, because you want it to really show the stamping. Okay, all right, so that one is done, and there's the Misty Moonlight piece all done. And then the last one we're going to do will be the soft suede, and that I am going to stamp in this really cool little square kind of design. I'm just taking a look at the comments here. All right. So again, with our pads, you don't want to have to squish really hard, because then you get ink all over the place. So you just lightly tap it into your ink, making sure it's there. And then I am just going to do this random ways on my piece here to give it some character, and maybe one more right there. Okay, so there we are. There's that piece. All right, so now if you wanted to stamp something on the inside, this one does not, I mean, you have a couple things you could, just saying hello is what I did. You could put, you are the best, you are so special. I mean, these you can put together. Like I said, I'm just going to leave it blank. but you will get the white for the inside, so whatever sentiment you want to stamp there. I actually think I might, because it's the soft suede base, I think I'm just going to kind of do this and put some cool stuff on the inside. And I didn't ink up again, I just kind of stamped it until it was almost gone. So there's that. All right, let's put this together. Card number 3, let's put it together. Just moving some stuff out of my way here. And because I have these flappy sleeves, I'm going to clean this off so I don't get it all over myself, you know? Stuff happens sometimes. More than just your fingers, Elaine, right? Sometimes you get it in other places that you really don't want it to be. Okay, get our double stick adhesive, and whether you like to use the liquid glue or the stamp and seal, use whatever choice you would like, and that's just going to go on the inside here. Okay, just like that. Excuse me. That's that. Oh, well, okay, I guess you can. This is actually landscape. It's going to go landscape. And I thought, oh no, I did it wrong, but it doesn't matter. So this is fine. I almost panicked for a minute. All right, I'm going to switch this out, and I'm going to come over here with my silicone pad because I need to put these together. So what I'm going to do is put down the feathers first. Okay, these are so awesome. They're so pretty. Okay, and then you want to just come up about, what is that, about a quarter of an inch from the top. Okay, and then the next one will be our soft suede, and I'm going to leave a little bit of a piece in between. And let's do this. Leave a little bit in between. Now, if you have if it comes over the edge a little bit, like, see that how that white is over the edge? I'll cut that off when I'm done here. And then last, we're going to take the blue that will go at the bottom, and that's going to go right here again with just a little bit of the soft suede in between, just like that. So there we are. There's the front of our card. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the adhesive. I'm going to put a little bit just right here, and then I'm going to take my pieces of my green, and I'm going to put this, I actually did it the opposite, but that's okay. Kind of like that. And then this piece, I'm just going to kind of crisscross so they come out a little bit, you know, kind of like that. Because we're going to put our saying right on top of this. So let's take a couple dimensionals. Come on here. And we are going to put those at the top. I'm going to put 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. And the reason I'm putting them at the top and the bottom, so that my ribbon is kind of in between. And the glue dots, or the dimensionals, will actually stick onto the cardstock. So there's that. And this is going to, I'm going to bring it down just a little bit, just like that. Okay, and there you go. A nice, easy, masculine card. So that's Evening Evergreen, Soft Suede, and Misty Moonlight. Father's Day stamps this morning and got ink all over my, oh, yeah. This would, you could, if you have a Happy Father's Day, or just thinking of you, is a great one. This is still just saying hello, and on the inside write something like Happy Father's Day, right? So there you go, card number 2. And again, if you don't have the stamp set, just choose one that you can do 3 different images and a sentiment on the front. It's that easy, all right? And then here is the one that I created, where I did the green at the bottom and the blue at the top. And I just did it the opposite way on this one. See there? Okay, so there's card number 3. 1, 1, 2. I know I had 4 cards here. All right, let me grab this next card. 2, and I had, I'm kind of freaking out here a little bit. Oh, okay, I'm good. Oh my gosh, okay. Because we got started a little bit slow, I will be probably 10 or 15 minutes after 9. I just want to let you know that ahead of time because of what was happening at the very beginning. So, all right, so what I have next, I need this, and I need this again. All right, put this over here. So, we are going to use, this is back off of back order, the sweet strawberry. Okay, this is so awesome. Right now, strawberries are in all over. When I was on vacation, we went to a lot of Amish farms, and I got fresh strawberries 2 weeks ago, which was really, really good. So good. But anyway, this is a really cool set. I had a class to go back with the other catalog, and these are the samples I had done. But most of that, some of this is retired. But look at these cute samples with the strawberries. And then here is one using, you could use fresh freesia now instead, different ribbon. But yeah, look what you can do with the strawberry set, you know. And look, you can make pairs. So awesome. So there's some samples, but we're going to do something totally different, okay? And we are going to use the sweet strawberry, but we are going to also, we're going to be using the pansy paper, and then also the punch. And let me just grab my stamps that I need here. Get these out of the way. Okay, so let's do our thing. All right, so this is card 3. This actually is pretty easy. You're going to have your pieces already punched. The only thing is I won't be able to do any stamped images. So if you want a different, if you want a different center for the flower that we're going to make, you would just use something different. But I think you'll be fine with what I punched for you. But here's what I am using. This is very vanilla. This one is going to take very vanilla. And I'm using the pansy paper. So this has some of the polished pink and the pale papaya, bumblebee, and calypso coral are in here. Fresh freesia. But look at that fresh freesia gingham. I almost hate to not use this. I love it so much. But anyway, I love this too. So the first thing we're going to do is put on our base. And yes, we have to cover this beautiful freesia gingham. But that's 4 1/4 by 5, and that's going to fit right in the middle of your card base, which is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And again, on your tutorials, you'll have this information. So there's that. Now you have, I know I had this here. Where did I have my? Am I missing? Okay, so I need some Just Jade that I thought I put in my envelope, but it's not here. So 1 second. All right, hopefully that was fast enough for you. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to take our, this is another piece from the pansy. You got pansies that you can use the dies for to cut out here. But we're going to use the calypso coral and bumblebee side. We're going to use the littlest flower right here, the outline of that flower. And I need my calypso coral. We are going to ink that up in calypso coral. And I am just going to stamp this right here onto the designer paper. Now again, you will have this punched out, so if you don't stamp it, it's not a big deal. You can just use the punched pieces. It'll work perfect. And then when I have already stamped something, I like to use my punches upside down so I can see where to line my punch up. And I'm just going to line it right up. See how it's lined up with the image? And then I'm going to punch that. So I need my flower. All right, and then save this piece because you can do a lot with the little scraps like this. If you're like me, I don't throw big strips like I keep these for these little kind of things, right? Okay, so there's that. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use this bumblebee side of this. This is the designer paper. We're going to use the bumblebee side, and we are going to, and I've cut it this size because we're going to use this and we're going to cut 5 of these strawberry shapes out as petals for our card. So there's 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. Let's see. You can probably get more out of your paper if you turn it around like this. See there, you're not cutting out so much of the flower, but it doesn't matter. I just wanted to show you the difference in turning it either way. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, you're going to cut out a few things more than just the petals. That's just how it is because of all of the different punches that are in here. Looks like a beehive. Oh, you know, it does kind of look like a beehive. That's a good observation there. Pam, but we are going to use we are going to use them as flower petals. Okay? All right. So I've got 5 of those. Now, to me, the hardest part about this card was this flower right here. And let me find my silicone mat. And the reason that I thought it was harder because I am going to, let's see, how did I do this? You can just take a square or whatever you want to do, but I am going to cut a piece, and what I'm going to do is use this to glue my, or you can take a circle punch or whatever you have, but I'm going to use this to glue my petals together. So I'm going to, all my scraps are stuck on my Stampin' Seal. So I hope you can see how important a silicone mat is. You can use it so many things. That way none of the adhesive sticks on there. You were trying to figure out what dip hoarding was? Dip hoarding. I don't know, dear. I have no idea what you're saying. Linda. Oh my goodness. DSP hoarding. Oh, see, I didn't read all the comments all the way up. Oh, that's funny. Okay, yes, I know. We are paper hoarders, aren't we? Gosh. All right, so what we're going to do is, this is going to be our petal for our flower. So I'm going to kind of bring these over. Let's see. Let's do this. And let's come right in here. Stick that down. See why it's important to have a little piece that you can stick to, and then, and see, as you're playing with it, you can kind of pop it up a little bit. And I need to come this way a little more. And then let's take this one here and here. See, and I need to slide this over some. See, this is why this was the hardest part for me. I'm going to put a tad bit there and then put this one down like that. I need to put some there. This is why, yeah, like I said, this was the hardest part for me in putting my flower together. But basically build a flower. That's what you want to do, however you want to do that. Now take these and just take your thumb and just kind of flip them up a little bit, and it looks more like a beautiful flower. See, it's getting there. Then I'm going to take this. I'm going to use a, where's my little, oh, they fell over to the side. I'm going to use my mini dimensional for the center, and we are going to put this right here in the center, just like that. and there's your flower. How about that? So you use your strawberry punch to make a flower. Okay, so there's that. Now, I still want to use my soft succulent. That's what not the Just Green. Soft succulent is what I want to use. So using those in colors. So you guys that have the in colors, there's so many, they're just beautiful with everything, I think. So we're going to stamp some leaves, okay? We're going to use this lined leaf. We're going to stamp this. But when you're stamping, you need to pay attention how your stamp goes. So when I put this in, I want my leaf this way, not the opposite way. Because when I go to punch it out, I won't be able to. So let's, I need a couple leaves. So I'm going to ink this up in the soft succulent. And we are going to stamp one right there. I'm going to, let's see here. Well, let's come down that way. Hopefully I can do it and not hit and punch it. Well, let's go over here first. That's what we'll do. So I'm going to line this up, making sure that I have it lined up and to come out nice and evenly. So there's one. Now see why I was paying attention to how I was stamping? Because I didn't want to come and punch on that, on the one up here after I stamped it. So let's punch that out. Just like that. Okay, there we go, and there we go. Okay, and I actually think I want one more. Is there a look? I'm gonna stamp one more just because I might want one more, just in case I need one more leaf. There we go, just like that. So let's go ahead and punch that out. Can't get this one lined up. I went too close to the edge, but I think we'll be okay. It'll be all right. It might go underneath. Okay. I'm not sure if I'll use it. I just wanted it just in case I wanted to use that. Excuse me. Okay. I am looking for, oh my goodness. Here. I don't know what happened. I didn't put my soft succulent or my vanilla, so I need to grab my vanilla really super quick over here. A strip of vanilla, and I am going to stamp with the soft succulent, and this says, that was so sweet. And let's see, we are going to stamp that down. So you're going to have a piece cut already for you. I just grabbed a scrap really quick. And I am just going to eyeball cutting this. And there we go. Did pretty good. But yours will all come cut in a beautiful little kit. If you've gotten kits from me before, you know that everything is cut and scored and all that good stuff. All right, let's close this succulent up before I get the baby wipe technique. Thank you, Jackie. I'm glad that you like that. Okay, so let's take this and we're going to use some dimensionals. Put my scrap over there. The last card will be pretty easy, but I wanted to share this awesome deal that's going on right now. Okay, so I'm going to take, I can't get that off my finger. So we're going to put that kind of like this. We're going to put that, that was so sweet of you, goes right there. We are going to actually put this down flat. So let's go ahead and, ooh, caught that, didn't I? Oh, that was weird. With this adhesive, we're going to put that down right about, let's put it kind of on top of there. And then, you know, make sure you got these little things curled up that look really pretty, just like that. And then the next thing is the leaves. So I've got 3. I wasn't sure how many I wanted. So let's go ahead and put some adhesive behind. And let's bring one right up here. Just kind of to bring that color all in together, you know. And let's put one right here. And then one more next to that. And this is a great card. It's not got too much pop-up to mail, but there you go. And I actually did copy this out of the catalog from one of the recipes that I have from the demonstrator planning place. So there you go. Now, who would have thought that was from a strawberry set, right? What do you think? It's so cute. Now, could you add some bling to it? Absolutely, you could add some bling. All kinds. And let's see here. Let's get some of this right here. We're going to go with this cute, this pretty, these are the artisan sequins, and I use them a lot. So if you don't have these are a great staple into your card stash. So one's going to go there, and then I'm going to take the little one and come up here and just put a little bit of sparkle, you know, on the page. And let's do one more, and let's come right there. All right, I'm going to bring this up close so you can see how sweet this is with the sparkle that's on there. See there how that just adds that little extra? All right. All right, card number 3. So the last card. Thanks for hanging with me because I got started late, so we'll be just a few more minutes for the last card. And I just need to clean, you know, sometimes when I stamp I can do really well, and sometimes I have such a mess you couldn't believe what you see, you know. So the last thing I want to share with you is this stamp set. You are amazing. This is a great all occasion, well, it's got birthday and that, but it has all different occasions, and you can do some fun stuff with this. I'm glad you guys like the cards. Okay, one more, okay? Now, you will get one of these cards, and what I'm going to show you is this card kit, this project kit. It's on sale for $15. You get, I believe, 16 cards. You get the twine that goes with it, all of the envelopes that are really cool lined, and let's see here, and then all these fun things. Let me grab them. So you get the color twine, but all the different bases, color bases. This one is like specialty, a little shine to it. And then you have the stripes, and then you also have just the solid. Now this is Pretty Peacock. So if you had the Pretty Peacock from the Retired in Colors, this will work perfect. But you don't have to use Peacock, but you do have it in here because it was still you know, still live when this catalog came out, the January to June. So, all right, now here we are. Gives you the different designs, and I think we will just do this one that's thanks. So. Now, you may get one of the other cards. You may get one of the other kits, all right? And I may have a bonus card in there this time that I haven't shared. I may have a special little gift in there for you. But anyway, you're going to get one of these cards, and you can use whatever sentiment you have. If you don't have the You Are Amazing stamp set, but this kit, you guys, and this box is awesome. This is a great box. If you like to save boxes and give gifts, and even for keeping, you know, like cards in order and stuff, this is really a nice little box that comes in. But again, when you get the kits, you have instructions on the inside. You have all the different different cards here. We are going to do this one right here, and we are going to stamp the thanks. Okay. Which one did I wasn't sure which one I wanted to stamp, but I think we'll just do this one, the thanks. So, in your midst of all your goodies, look at these fun things that you get, okay? We're going to need this card base. We're going to need the tulips. We are going to need this circle, one of these circles. And we need, looks like we need one of these mango banners, okay? And then we need one of these fun, shimmery, looks like Bermuda Bay. Kind of looks like Bermuda Bay. And I'm just looking at the sample to see what else we need. And if you read the instructions, it'll tell you what you need. We do need this, and I already looked this up. I need 24 inches of this. And then we need the white banners that are also included here. See this? Oh, you know what? I don't need the mango. This is gold on the outside, so I don't need the mango because there is gold around this banner. Look at that. And then what else is here? Oh, you've got some really pretty gold. So, cool stuff. Whether you do it the way they have it in the instructions or not, this is a great kit. If you like to come up with your own ideas, I think there's some awesome stuff in here. And you'll have all the parts and pieces for each one as you get those. And you'll have that. This takes 24 inches. So what am I going to do here? Let me see. Basically, if I can get this open, instead of measuring it, what I'm going to do is it goes around this piece. So, and this is like, oh my goodness, remember that pretty lime color that we had? But it looks like Granny Apple Green. This is mixed Granny Apple Green. So what I'm going to do, really, is I'm just going to take this twine, and normally when I do a bow, I let some of it hang off like this. Okay, I've got a piece hanging down here, and then I'm going to come around this card. Otherwise, you measure 24 inches, and that's what it tells you to do. But it's going to come around a couple times, and then I'm going to tie a bow. Okay, so before I tie the bow, I'm going to make that even, like right, I'm just going to cut this off, just like that. Okay, I kind of got out of the screen there, didn't I? Alright, and I'm going to tie this in a bow. And tying a bow is always fussy on lives, so bear with me on the bow. And let's see, there, I did it. Okay, let's pull this out a little bit. And then if you don't have it in the right place when you tie it, you can always just grab a hold and then shift it where you need it to be. And I'm going to come over to the left a little bit, just like that. Okay? Alright. And get that. And I am going to, this says, what color does this say? Let's see what it says, the colors that you need. It tells you in the front what colors you need if you're going to be stamping. And this is English. There's all different languages. And where are my ink pads? Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, Pretty Peacock. Those are the colors that are in the kit themselves. And wouldn't you know it, we are just going to cheat. And we are going to go with Just Jade. But Granny Apple Green is really what would match best. So we are going to take the thanks. And let's get a block here. And we are going to, now this is a cling, so it's the red rubber. And this thanks, I'm just going to ink this up. And this is a solid, so I'm going to make sure that I have it nice and inked up. And make sure that I have a pad underneath, right here, so that this will come out nice and solid. So I got to put my head up here in the way a little bit, and we're going to stamp like that. Let's hope it came out. Oh, look how great. Okay. Except it's not Granny Apple, but you know what? It's kind of in between Granny Apple and Peacock, so it looks really good. So there we are. Of course, you can stamp on the inside. And these are white on the inside. So you've got the color on the outside, and then you've got white on the inside. So this would be a great birthday card. Okay, so let's get these pieces here. I'm going to move this out of my way. We're going to put our card together. So again, looking at the sample here. I think, yeah, there it is. There, it's better. The sample. So the first thing we're going to do is pull this down a little bit. It looks like this one is first. And again, you use your creativity. Okay? We're going to do that. We're going to stamp that, push that down all the way. Make sure you got good adhesive on here because you're going to be going over the cord. Okay, and that's going to come down here just a little bit. And then I'm going to use dimensionals. And I'm going to pop this up just like that. And then we are about done with this card. So I'm looking at the time frame here. Okay, and then this just goes right over top of all of the cording or the twine and your circles. And let's go ahead and get this put down onto the card base. And that's going to go right here. So again, this is normally a $30 kit. It's on sale for $15, and you get 16 cards. So it's less than $1 a card. It's amazing, and the cutting and everything is done for you. So this is a great buy if you want to go online and check out all the clearance items. I did post the clearance information on the Stamp with Barb Ryder in the files, and click on files. You can find it there. I also shared it on my live from Thursday. So, but there is the 4th card. I panicked a little while ago because I forgot that I had the kit that I was using the cards from. These are awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's just get all of our cards here in front of us. So that's our 4th card. This is the 3rd card. And let's see, here we are. And then our 2nd card was the masculine one here. And then we stamped using the tie-dye technique. And that's our 1st card. Let me put that in there like that. So, there you go. There's the cards that we did tonight. I will have a picture of all of them, and if you do place an order with me, again, you're going to get a color tutorial and with all the measurements and things, and then you'll come back to this video and then watch, skip all that baloney in the beginning, fast forward through that, and then maybe I'll even cut that out. But anyway, that's what you'll do. So all of the product, like I said, you can get those, all the product at my online store. And if you have any questions on any of the technique, always let me know. Just give me a quick email or text. I'm here to help out. And always looking for ideas. So if you guys want to see something specific, please give me a message. Give me a comment. I do read through the comments. Sometimes I don't get to them right that night. But I do go through the comments. So I'm so glad that I was able to see those tonight. Again, $30 you get the kit, $50 you get an embellishment included, and then you also go into the drawing for the free card kit, kerchief card kit. So thank you, everybody. I'm just looking at you pop up. Really like the dye baby wipe technique. Good. I'm glad. My is for the 20 some year, 20 plus, almost 21 years I've been stamped. 20 and a half, I guess, that I've been stamping. My goal every time is that there's some tip or something that you've learned that you didn't know, or maybe just learned at the very beginning and now you learned again, so or it brought you back to memory. So thank you for hanging with me. I'm going to let you guys go. Don't forget to use the host code here and ask me any questions at all. I'm here to help. Okay, have a fabulous evening, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.